So, the current term for what's wrong with the American public in regard to the world falling apart, in regard to the political corruption and so, is denial. We're in denial. Now, denial is a term that came out of Freudian psychoanalysis. It's one of the 8 defense mechanisms. That means we repress what we don't, that we find unpleasant, that we can't accept in consciousness. We repress, deny its existence. But I think denial was not just discovered, by Freud. I think that the American habit of not wanting to know about what's unpleasant, or simply being able to exclude from consciousness anything at all, is to protect the American mind and keep it innocent. Innocence is the real root of our difficulty. Mark Twain wrote a book about innocence. Henry James's novels have American innocence over in Europe. Daisy Miller and others who don't know anything and who are just not just unsophisticated, but whose virtue is their childlikeness. That's what's so great about the American. We're the young country, and even as we grow old, we have no mentor. They're not mentors because they don't have anything to teach anybody. They're still as innocent as they were when they were 16. One of the statistics that'll horrify anybody is that they have asked a large population in America, at what age would you like to be all your life? And a large percentage, the largest group of men, wanted to be between 16 and 20. Some men wanted to be younger than 16, and some men wanted to be 3 or 4 for their entire lives. When they asked women, women wanted to be a little bit older, maybe 18 to 21. Now that is not denial, that's a cult of innocence. Staying in high school for your entire life. So love, dating, sex, abortions, problems of pleasure, food, eating, the whole thing is part of staying in high school your entire life. So the cult of innocence really is the strength of America. It keeps us, this young country, always on the go, always ready for change, always out there getting new stuff. That's part of high school, is you get new stuff, and you envy other people's stuff, and you move in a group, and peer opinion is more important than a teacher's opinion. Very important, that one. So how are you going to get a mentor or learn anything? Because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to stay young and fresh and get those bumps taken out of your skin and out of your breasts and out of your butt and keep as youthful as possible. But it isn't only the cult of youth. It's the cult of innocence, not knowing. Me, I don't know. I don't know how this happened. That's not my bit. I don't know. That's the big thing. I don't know. And I don't want to know. I want to stay willfully ignorant. And behind that, I'm afraid to say, I believe, is the worship of the Christ child. The idea of you're not supposed to know. The Catholics were taught not to read the Bible. They should follow the dogma and the priest. The Protestants were taught to read the Bible, but to connect to God directly, and God loved them directly. So you didn't need to know anything in between you and God. So you've got this sense that innocence is holiness. Innocence is virtue. The less worldly you are, the less street smarts you are, the less complicated you are, the more virtuous. God will love the simple, and a little child shall lead them. These quotations in the Bible that are in the New Testament and the Old Testament too, but particularly the New Testament, are horrible. They are to keep you stupid.